Hey, good morning, guys. I'm back here over at Sewell Motor Coach here in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, and I just got finished walking this 2003 Liberty Elegant Lady, and Doug has me hard at work doing a lot of inspections because he's got a lot of inventory. And he's going to be keeping me pretty busy over here doing a lot of inspections, so I don't have too much time to make complete walkthrough videos. But I do want to take the time to point out some very unique features on at least 3 RVs that I have been inspecting, because even though these are beautiful Phaetons, he's got some beautiful Allegro buses over here. We've seen these quite a bit. And to the untrained eye, this 2016 Dutch Star might not look very impressive either, but it caught my eye immediately because it has a full wall slide out on the passenger side with the entry door. That's not a floor plan I see very often with Numar. Normally the full wall slide outs on the driver's side over here, but instead it has 2 smaller slide outs on the driver's side. And so I'm just beginning the inspection right here, and I thought it might be fun to show you guys this 4313 2016 Numar Dutch Star. Doug told me that apparently Numar does not make this floor plan anymore. It has been retired, which I think is a shame because it's a pretty interesting floor plan. Not just because the floor plan is flipped where the televator's behind the driver's seat and the lounge is on the passenger side along with the dinette table, and of course the galley is over here on the driver's side, but because of back here. This is a bunkhouse, and not just any bunkhouse. It has a very accessible bathroom right in the middle right here. So of course you can get to the bunk beds even with the slide out rooms closed. But more importantly, I think, is that you have full accessibility to the bathroom right here in the middle of the coach. So you have the toilet and the shower, which you can get to without the slide out rooms being open. And next to the toilet right there, you have a decent sized wash, sink, and countertop space. But more importantly, this is actually a pretty big bathroom for a bunkhouse. Now the only downside might be back here in the bedroom. The king size bed does articulate, so it's going to be difficult to sleep in with the slide out room closed. But let me go ahead and put the slide out rooms out on this, and then we'll take a look at it, because I don't know why they discontinued this floor plan. I do like it. Now it looks like this passenger full wall slide is a level out hydraulic slide, while the other 2 are going to be electric. And then the last slide out switch is right here in the bathroom. It's an odd place. I wouldn't have expected to find it. Alright, so with the last slide out room out, we can enter the bedroom back here from the bathroom, but you can also get to the bunkhouse room, which is over here. You can close it off with a set of pocket doors. And I think there's a partition door right here. Alright, a little bit of privacy for the 2 bunk beds. And yeah, they're good size. I'd call them a normal twin. And yeah, they're a little bit narrow, but a standard bunk size nonetheless. All made out of solid wood, and somebody added grabby holds. That's kind of clever. So you don't have to use the ladder if you don't want to. Now there is another partition wall over here. So that does give you a certified separate bedroom for the bunkhouse itself, because that means the bunkhouse has room or access to the bathroom without having to open up the side partition doors and disturb anybody else that might be in the bedroom or sleeping in the front area right here, which you can, because this does turn into a bed with a flip out bed over here in that sofa, or you can still jackknife this thing over into a bed. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds in this bunkhouse. Now I don't know how much Doug is asking for this. You might want to check his website, sewellmotorcoach.com. I'm still doing the inspection on it, but we might as well take a look at the bedroom, because you have a lot of floor space with the bed in the up position. But let's go ahead and bring it down. And honestly, not too bad of space back here either. And for everybody asking, because you have 5 beds, you'll want to have a laundry center. Good sized laundry center here. Even has the fire sticks up there. I saw a few of those in the outside compartments too. And what I do like is not a small little bathroom, not a small little shower. When you have a bunkhouse, you assume you're going to have a lot of people in it. And the galley is a good size too for everybody that's going to be living in here. You have a pantry, residential refrigerator, induction stove top, convection oven microwave, even have a dishwasher. Yeah, I really like this. And then for those that are asking, no, the dinette does not turn into another bed, but it will extend out so you have more space for people to sit. I also would not have expected to see floor heat on this model. But that was a quick look at this 2016 Dutch Star bunkhouse. I thought it was interesting. 450 horsepower Cummins turbo diesel, and I think about 95,000 miles on it. But check out this motorhome that I want to show you next. I shouldn't need the ladder for the next one. My next inspection is going to be on a 2023 Baystar, which is a Class A gas motorhome from Numar, and this one's pretty extraordinary. This is a fully accessible and equipped motorhome with a wheelchair lift right here, which is something I'd really like to see a lot more of in the RV industry. Even if you don't need it for a wheelchair, it's very nice to have accessibility into an RV. There are at least 1,000 other reasons I could think of to enjoy this accessible lift. And having an easier way to install a refrigerator is one of them. But with accessibility like this, that also means the floor plan was built by the factory to be very useful and accessible without the slide out rooms open. So this Class A gas motorhome has 3 slide out rooms in it. One right here behind the driver's seat, and it's closed. And this is an incredible amount of room with the slide out room closed. But as we go back here, past the bathroom area into the bedroom, there's still 2 more slides right here. One for the bed slide and one for the closet slide. And once again, I'm amazed by the accessibility and the living space in here with all 3 slide out rooms closed. That also means that if you are a passenger or a traveler in the RV, you have full access to the sofa, the TV on a televator, the galley sink, the stove, the microwave, refrigerator, even the laundry center right here. And unlike a lot of RVs, you don't have a narrow little walkway you have to stumble past or turn sideways to get past to get to the bathroom area here, and you don't have to hop over anything to get into the bed. In fact, you still have full closet access with the slide out room closed over here, and decent shelving access over here. So I do find it a little bit frustrating that manufacturers can't find a way to make this open air accessibility in all RVs, because I don't feel like I'm missing anything. And then another feature that I really like about these accessible floor plans is that the countertop level is a lot lower, and all the controls are very easy to get to. You don't have to lean over a driver's seat or a passenger seat or dangle precariously above the entry stairwell like a lot of luxury diesel motorhomes make you do. Let me go ahead and run the slide out rooms out so we can take a look at this. Because no matter how much I like the uniqueness of this floor plan and the build, I also think this is a luxury Class A gas motorhome that you don't normally see very often. Because gas motorhomes are usually a little bit more limited on their available weight ratings and what they can put in here. It doesn't feel like RV manufacturers give them the respect that they deserve and reserve all the luxury items for diesel motorhomes. Even the entry-level diesel pushers that they are making, I think this is nicer than it. So I feel like even if I didn't need that wheelchair lift, I would still kind of want to have this RV. Of course, it shouldn't surprise us that it has a level out electric slide out on the front here too. But this is a massive living room salon area. But all the luxury extends to the normal things you would expect on a luxury RV. The countertops are beautiful Corian with a nice build-up on it. The fixtures are high-end. Even the under countertop mounted stainless steel sink. The design choices between the fabric on those seats, the valances, these beautiful LED wall sconces there, and even the pleating on this upholstery of the sofa. Usually, again, something reserved for a more luxury RV, including this faux wood that has been backlit and has this very unique diamond pattern on it too. Again, you don't normally see that on a Class A gas motorhome. Now I know on most luxury RVs you're going to have this beautiful decorative designer shower, but if it was my choice, I'd rather have this shower right here. Massive is not the right word for it, and there's really no step up into it. It just has some foam cushion to keep the water in. It also has all the handbars that you would expect to have, and even a nice cushioned foam seat, which is going to be a lot more comfortable than those teak wooden bench seats. Now, another item you may not even think about on a Class A gas motorhome is there's no engine back here. There's no step up you have to worry about tripping over, because I trip over those things a lot, and it's flat the entire length, as you would expect. And this is a very well-designed bedroom too. I love how I have a window right above here instead of having cabinet space that you hit your head on anyways. I will even give them some respect that they used the found space in the fiberglass rear cap on both the window and the electrical disconnects. And I am quite convinced that this is a luxury Class A motorhome, because I got on the roof and that shocked me to no end. Normally these Baystars have a rubber roof on it. I mean, this is a gel coat fiberglass roof on here, and it's seamless except for the front and rear cap. It even extends to the radiuses over here, just like you'd find on a normal luxury RV. It's got a power awning on it, and it deploys with a nice acrylic fabric and an LED light strip. So I know a very common question is about accessibility in RVs. They do make them, and that's why I did want to show you this one. So if this was the second RV I wanted to show you guys, what's the third one? Well, to do that, we have to go all the way over to the service department, because they took the RV I was looking at. But I do need to put this all away. Okay, I made it back here to the service department here at Sewell Motor Coach in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, because I already did the inspection on this 2021 Tiffen Allegro bus, and they already have it in for service based on the list that I made. And while this is a beautiful 40-foot Allegro bus on the XXP chassis, which means it's a power glide chassis that has a level floor all the way throughout with no step up around the engine compartment, and it's a 40 IP floor plan on it. And yes, the cabinetry in here is beautiful and all the fixtures are beautiful. And this is equipped with a mid-coach bathroom, which has that nice vanity and that stacked stone backsplash that I've shown a few times. And even though that shower is gorgeous, along with the second vanity back here with the under countertop mounted glass decorative sinks, more stacked stones, and even more mirrored medicine cabinets above. But there was something pretty cool that I wanted to show you guys, because I haven't seen it on a Tiffen before, and that's a emergency egress door. And it's the flip down style that you normally would see on like an American coach. Now, emergency egress doors aren't too uncommon on Numar products, and I have shown those before. This is pretty unique how you're supposed to use it. Yes, all I really want to show you is the emergency egress door that's at the head of the bed. So now you wouldn't know it to look at it, but this bed does articulate, and also this headboard, even though it's nice padded material, and it is backlit and edge lit, hides the secret emergency egress door. While I think you can probably access that emergency egress with the bed in the up position, I'm going to go ahead and bring it down. So let me get the pillows out of the way here, move the bedding back. Now, while there are 4 panels right here, the 2 middle ones just latch at the top. I'll set those out of the way there. Get the other one here, set it out of the way right there. And now hopefully you can see there are steps or ladders that fold down that are built in, and then there's a little latch right here to unlock it. And it's just gonna open up just like that. I'm gonna risk it all. Hands off! Look at that. You step to kind of push it down. There's a lot of friction built into it. It is cable driven to these gas struts. So it's not nearly as awkward or scary as the American one. Now, don't go down forward like I am. That's how you fall off of them. So it may not look that graceful of me coming down that emergency egress ladder like that. This is a lot of pretty intelligent engineering into it. Including right here, they have protective diamond shield, a clear plastic sticker so that if the door does hit, it doesn't damage the paint. Now, I may have stumbled out of an American Heritage emergency egress door before, and on those the ladders are permanently mounted. They don't fold up, and they are shelves in the bathroom until you flip the door upside down. And while I don't know if I should have done the top one and then the bottom one or folded them out first, I was very impressed how they have this braided stainless steel cable that actually goes through and compresses this gas strut. And it kind of slows the whole thing down, so if you were just to let it go, it doesn't go back and pop against the side of the slide out. It also creates a little bit of a friction point at these little rollers right there too. They've even engineered some bearing surfaces made out of stainless steel over here. And unlike the American coach that just has two pretty good sized vinyl wrapped stainless steel cables on them, trying to close that thing is a lot of work by yourself. It does look like you can close it by yourself this way, or using that top rung as a handle by yourself, you can close this up. So now we can do this one more time. It's unnerving if I let it go. Okay guys, don't get mad at me. I let it go, it doesn't fall on the ground. And you kind of have to push it as it compresses that gas strut. I don't know if you can see it doing that. And then you can go ahead and fold out the rungs. We'll try this one more time. Yeah, just take your time. That's kind of interesting. And it's not a one-time use emergency exit. You can put it away, and honestly, pretty easy way to bring stuff in and out of the RV if you really needed to, especially big items. Now, even though it's a 2021 Allegro bus, I did think this was pretty interesting engineering. I thought it might be something interesting to see. Now, I don't think Doug's gonna let you come down to Sewell Motor Coach here in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, and just play with the emergency exit door. But I do think it is a very, very interesting door. What do you think, Doug?
I think it's weird. Is it safe?
Sure seems safe.
Is it come down and knock you in the head or no?
No.
No?
Like I was never here. All right, Doug, so sold. I took them through 3 RVs that I thought were pretty impressive.
Yes,
the
sir.
Dutch Star, I don't know how much that is.
The Dutch Star, 16 Dutch Star bunkhouse, right?
Yes.
199.99, 200 grand.
200?
Let's call it yeah.
All right.
Why do I do 190? It's 200 grand.
Okay. The Bay Star, fully accessible floor plan.
What a peach.
I love that one.
I would use that coach myself, even if I wasn't in a wheelchair.
Right.
I mean, I think it's comfortable.
It's a good floor plan.
I love the huge shower. I like the seat in the shower. Who
Uh-huh.
doesn't want to sit down while they're washing?
I know, it's so much better than a teak seat.
Yeah, 200 grand.
200, another 200 grand, and then this 2021 Tiffen Allegro bus.
We're gonna have to add 100 to it.
All right, so
that's 300,000.
300,000. All right, and if anybody has any questions, they want to see any of it, just go to SewellMotorCoach.com.
SewellMotorCoach.com. If you're a serious buyer and you want to talk to me, shoot me a text on my cell phone. Let me know what coach you're interested in. I will call you back. If you just have general questions, jump on the website, SewellMotorCoach.com. But my cell phone number, remember, text me, 859-613-2574.
Thanks, Doug. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
You guys had a lot of nice inventory here. It was a lot of fun to share with everybody here.
I think it's the best inventory we've ever had. Selling them left and right.
You're moving it pretty fast.
This is like the best inventory we've ever had. Those Allegro buses. I wish you had a chance to look at that Allegro bus. Can you stay an extra day?
We'll see. All right. Thanks a lot, Doug.
Yeah, thank you.
And then this has a... I do wonder if it'd be a pretty interesting place to perch and cast fishing lines into a lake. Your own little step ladder down into the lake. Above the entry stairs, like a diesel. Above the entry stair. Above the entry steps. Of course, part of me is wondering if you could use this as a fishing dock if you got close enough to the lake's edge there. Probably not. And Joe was even kind enough to let me do that while he's busy working on the list from the inspection that I made. Sorry, Joe.